Hello Bobcat parents, especially senior parents. Have a little bit of information for you today. This is Mr. Gibson, principal at the high school. We have several events coming up and we wanted to share some information about those events. You'll get this information in writing as well, but we thought you may want to enjoy a little video or listen to it on the car ride out to school one day. So here goes. First event this Friday, the 8th, we have Senior Walk. This is an event where all our seniors get to load buses that day. Seniors will show up in their cap and gown, will bring their cap and gown. They need to wear comfortable shoes and shorts underneath because it does get a little warm on Senior Walk. But when they get to school that day, we'll meet at the bus ramp. They'll be assigned a bus and we'll leave campus on buses and we'll go to each campus in the district where seniors will get to walk the halls and set the example for our younger students, but also get to see some of their former teachers. That will end with us returning to the high school. So parents, if you want to join us, you're not allowed to go to any other campus, but we encourage you to join us at the high school. You need to be at the high school around 10:15. Our goal is to be back here by 10:30. And so if you come to join us that day, just please park over by the Performing Arts Center. Parents will be allowed to line the little turf area we have outside the school, and you'll also line in front of the Performing Arts Center. And seniors will come out and you can cheer and celebrate, and they will enter the pack once the senior walk is done, and we'll have a quick senior meeting. Parents, you're allowed to come in and sit in the upper section and join us for that senior meeting where we'll have some information about the last week of school. A little bit different this year. We had a conflict with AP testing. Normally the senior walk is done on the last day that seniors attend, but this year due to the conflict with multiple students, we had to move the senior walk to this Friday. So seniors will have to attend school next week. We'll go over that and go over with some other information with them on the 8th. So be at the high school if you want to participate, parents, at 10:15. Seniors, don't forget, wear comfortable shoes and wear shorts under your cap and gown. Also, seniors, do not bring your tassel or any cords or anything. You just need your gown and your hat. Every year we have seniors that lose their tassel on one of the campuses, and you don't want to lose that before graduation. So just cap and gown, something comfortable to wear, and we'll get loaded and get that started. All right, let's talk a little bit about graduation. Parents have some questions about graduation. So here's kind of our plan. Once senior walks over, we'll talk about the last week of school for seniors. Then Friday the 15th, we're going to have a senior meeting where we go over graduation information. First thing we want to go over is graduation practice. Okay, seniors will be required to be at the stadium on the home side, in the home side stands at 7:45 on May 22nd, the morning of graduation. We'll have a senior breakfast for them, and then after that we'll get started. We try to do it early to avoid the heat because it does get a little warm. So we'll do graduation practice. If a senior is not in attendance at graduation practice, they do not get to participate in the ceremony that evening. So it's very important that all seniors attend practice. We'll go through the whole ceremony. We'll walk them through it. Ladies, if you plan to wear certain types of shoes with high heels, we encourage you to bring them to that practice because the turf's a little different to walk on than the normal hallways and things. So you need to practice walking in whatever shoes you plan to wear to graduation. All right, so we'll do graduation practice that morning. Seniors will be released, and then graduation is that night at 8 p.m. at Bobcat Stadium. There is no reserved seating. There's no reserved parking. It's first come, first serve. I think gates open around 6:30, and so you guys can get there early if you'd like. But like I said, we don't allow reserved seating, so you just need to get there and get where you want to sit. Your senior will know which side of the stadium they're sitting on after graduation practice. So some may be sitting closer to the home side, some may be sitting closer to the visitor side. They can tell you that after we practice that morning and they know where they're seated. In the event of weather, we always get asked this question, if the weather's bad, what do we do? Well, we cancel graduation and we move it to 8 p.m. on Saturday. Okay, in the event of bad weather on Saturday, we would move it to 2 p.m. on Sunday. Now, seniors will be given at graduation practice, they'll be given an envelope. In that envelope, it will have tickets. If the event happens where the weather's terrible the whole weekend and we have to have an inside graduation, we'll have it at the Coliseum, and seniors will have 5 tickets each that they can give out to whomever they choose, but that's all the tickets they get due to limitations on space. Stadium, you can bring as many people as you want to. There's no limitations. We'll have enough room We sit on both sides, home and visitor. So there won't be any issues there when it comes to space at graduation. Fingers crossed, weather's going to be great, and we're going to have a great time, have graduation as planned, and not have to reschedule. Okay, graduates, they will attend the entire ceremony. If they're the first name called, they get their name called, and then they go sit down and wait till the last name's called. They don't get to leave after their name's called or anything like that. It's a complete ceremony, and in all honesty, we start at 8. We're usually done by 9:30, 9:45. It goes pretty quickly, and our goal is for them to get their diploma, graduate, and then get to go celebrate with their family. It concludes with a fireworks show. After the fireworks are concluded, then we allow family and friends to come down to the field. Prior to that, everyone has to remain in the stands. And so seniors, they're going to report to the stadium by 7:15. They'll report to the visitor side, and they'll get checked to make sure they have everything they're supposed to have for graduation ceremony, and that they don't have things they're not supposed to have. So we'll go over all that with seniors so they'll know the expectations as far as that goes. Let's see, what else? There is parking for people with disabilities. There's handicap parking that's available. And so those individuals that require handicap parking and access, we have those places arranged at the stadium for them to park. It'll be warm. We'll have water for sale. We don't do concessions or anything like that. There's no outside food or drinks allowed at graduation, but we do have water that our law enforcement students, that's one of their fundraisers, is they sell water. It's reasonably priced. And so it'll be warm at graduation. There'll be an opportunity for you to buy pictures. We'll go over all that with the seniors. And like I said, parking is first come, first serve, and so is seating. So other important things that seniors may need to know, I think most of them by now are all part of the remind, because we'll send out, that's how we communicate with them, especially that last week when they're not at school. We'll send remind messages and emails to them, so they need to make sure they check those. And then there'll be some other information as far as how to get transcripts and just end of year wrap up. There's a whole checklist seniors will do, and we'll go over that with them before they're released. They'll have next week to do all that. So that's just a little information about Senior Walk that's coming up Friday, the last week for seniors, and then graduation practice and graduation. Like I said, you'll get emailed a lot of information as well, so feel free to go through that email. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We want this to be a great experience for you and your child, and we're excited to transition them to graduates and not students at Hallsville High School. So I hope everybody has a great day, and as always, go Bobcats.